kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To the air, Penix. No, that is incomplete.
So many drops, man.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. Got him in. It's Keyshawn Boutte. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And now a whistle and a time.
Fuck with y'all. Like the boy fucking 82 overall. Why the fuck is he not starting?
Out called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Daniels looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh my goodness. Are you not playing deep enough, son? Why are you playing so up? Come back and go get that. Oh my goodness.
But they get the conversion anyway.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Daniels. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
They go play action. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Going for it now. Shit.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go now.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And looking to throw, Penix. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, it's Henry. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think they'll get the drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Penix.
I'm glad he hit. Because it was going to think. I'm so glad he hit.
The heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Woody Marks, 53 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
It's your boy's fault. You're alive. Come on.
And that'll make our score
Wake up.
14-7.
I ain't lie to you. It's almost like
so after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Operating from the gun, Daniels throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Looking to throw, Penix. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
That's another Dolphins first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills.
I don't feel that shit. Not even a little bit.
Another
Oh,
shot from the
Lord.
1 on 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60
Henry driving for the goal line, but he's marked out short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and
Oh,
some
my God.
change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. Back to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
That's the first sack he got.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with a football.
They don't want to block. They can't block. They can't do anything. They want to catch the ball. First it wasn't catching the ball. Then they can't block. So it's just...
position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here is third and 5.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Penix. And that'll be incomplete.
Because he
Took a
playing
pretty good shot
flags.
as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They are going for it. Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
That's some bullshit.
Dangerous throw there as that's not down.
He gets his hand in there.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
60 Bisons.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To the air, Penix. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Davante Adams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Marvin Harrison Jr. already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Gets past one man. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Penix. This will go to Henry out wide. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024, and that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mustang 19.
To throw is Daniels. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Dragon 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of a national audience. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, go.
Now Penix. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Looking to throw, Penix. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors 17, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, 19 tight, 19 tight.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Chicago, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.